Good morning from a very chilly and balmy southwestern Pennsylvania. It is currently, let me spin my wheel the rest of the way around. Oh, we're in double digits now. It's 10 freaking degrees. I often contemplate why I stayed in a place where the air hurts my face. But, you know, we don't have iguanas and we don't have big spiders. We don't really have hurricanes. But I still live in a place where the air hurts my face. Anyway, thank God I have a lot of wool products to keep me warm. Buy the wool products. Anyway, so the last episode we were pulling blood on all of the ewes. I did get results from that. But I'm a little incapacitated. If you saw my Facebook or my Instagram, you saw that the video is delayed, and I'm just now filming it on Tuesday morning when it normally goes live, because I spent Sunday afternoon in Canonsburg Hospital's emergency department. The long short story of this is when you have a lot of sheep, stuff happens. When you inherit such flock without any knowledge of what was going on prior to you taking over, weird shit happens. Like having lambs on Christmas Eve and random sheep popping up with lambs because you don't know when the rams were loose or if rams were planned to be out early or anything, because it's not like you can call the person and ask him, were the rams out in, August, October? Because, he's not here anymore. So, we did have another surprise set of lambs this past Friday, to a Shetland ewe. So I don't really know anything that's really going on with the flock. So I decided the easiest way to alleviate that is to crutch the whole flock. I call crutching sometimes a sheepy Brazilian. It's where we don't do a full shear, and I wasn't doing a full crutching, so I wasn't clearing out bellies and stuff because I'm still letting the ewes go outside during the day. And again, it's 10 freaking degrees here, so I didn't want bald bellies. So what I do is I do a pass or two on the belly right in front of the udder. I clear out in between the legs, and then I go up and around the back end and just do a comb path upside the tail. That way I can see butts, I can see udders easily. So I can get a little bit more of a heads up if somebody is getting ready to lamb. I was clipping along. I had my stuff set up. I was getting into a groove. I was getting ready even to set up this camera so you guys could see what I was doing. And then my absolute least favorite sheep in the entire flock came through the chute system. It's a black Shetland. Me and her don't get along. She's been the bane of my existence since I've taken over the flock. She finds every hole in the fence. She is the ringleader, so if she leaves, she takes about half the flock with her. The last time we were trying to move sheep around, me and Dwayne, she literally looked at Dwayne, looked at me, looked at the opening, and went headlong into my knee and took me down by hitting me in my knee. So I have her on her butt, I did her belly, and then she just went dead fish on me, and I'm like, did you die? No, she capitalized on the 3/4 of a second that I let my guard down on her and blew up. And she blew up to the point where, she sent my clippers, still running, my handpiece, the very, very sharp things that I warn everybody about, into my hand. Without being too super graphic, it's bad. I had to go to the hospital. It wouldn't stop bleeding. It's about 2 inches long. It's deep. I had to get an x-ray because the blades were I had to pull the blades out of my hand, which meant they were stuck in the bone. So there's a small crack, kind of, it's not a fracture. They didn't call it a fracture on the x-ray report, but there's a crack. They called it an enamel crack. I guess it's a cavity now. But there's 7 sutures. I already popped one. We fixed it with the surgical staples at work. But I can move it now. I mean, it's still real swollen, but that sheep leaves today because she's done. That was 3 times. She's done. So crutching came to a grinding halt, obviously, because it looked like a murder scene. So I drove to Canonsburg Hospital and did that. But today, I promised when I started doing these I was going to be as realistic as possible with you guys. So, one of my California Reds is not doing well. I don't know if pregnancy is not cooperating with her. She's been losing her fleece. So I sheared her to salvage what I could of her Chinese crested look that she had going on. And I don't know if she got super chilled even though I kept her in the barn. I don't know if, I know she's pregnant with twins. I don't know if they're just taking a lot out of her. So I'm doing what I call the shotgun method. Drew used to call it the kitchen sink method. Treat them for everything and hope to God something sticks. I haven't been to the barn yet. My first stop this morning is Rural King to get some more supplies and a new heat lamp bulb. And then I'm praying that she's still alive when I get over there. I did take Kuya's infamous blue and red coat off of her and I put it on the sheep because she was cold. So I'm gonna run in here and get my supplies and then we're gonna go to the farm and do the thing. And while I'm there, I will explain the pregnancy results that we got back on the flock from pulling all the blood. So hang tight. I'm gonna go into my world, the favorite place. So hang tight. Well, I made it to the barn. Miss Betty is still here. She's still really cold. I gave her some Nutri-Drench and some vitamin B and some water with the syringe. And I'm going to try and get her to move over there with the heat lamp to help her out a little bit. Joy's in here for moral support with her because, you know, sheep are herd animals. Don't keep them by themselves. So, let's see if we can get Miss Ma'am up. Look out, Joy. Don't go out there. Nope. Go the other way. Go ahead. Come on, Mama. You want to get up? Up, up. Come on. Let's use those back legs. Yeah. Come on. No, you don't stink. I know. Hold on. You got that? Come on. No? You said no thank you? Alright. We gotta get you over into the heat, okay? There you go. My camera's not following me. Alright. So at least we're under the heat lamp now, yeah? I know, it's cold. The temptation to take you home and put you in the bathtub is getting there. I'm gonna take your temperature and then we'll go from there, okay? Okay? Let me go get the thermometer. Don't knock over the camera, Joel. I grab the thermometer. not hurting her. I'm not. I know. It's okay. I fix it. One way or another, I fix it, huh? I see your booty hole? Eh, 101. Okay. I'm gonna take care of everybody and then I'll take you home, okay? Don't tell Dwayne I'm gonna take the sheep home and put it in my bathtub. But anyway, freaking cold in here still. Joy's very concerned about her friend. But anyway, all right. It's cold. What else is new? All right, so Pepper, Pepper, you made the thing all gross. Okay, Pepper, I love you, but you're in the video. Do you understand that? You really don't care. Okay, so anyway, I love these stupid red sheep so much. You guys are never gonna understand. But anyway, okay, so now that I'm sufficiently winded and slightly sweaty and cold. Sorry, this helps. No, don't touch that. It's ouchy. My Theraderm fell off. Anyway, okay. So, pregnancy, in the flock. We are 84 pregnant out of 101. So, I have 83 left to go. Actually, no, 84, because we didn't pull blood on, the Hog Island that's still testing my patients and hasn't released the hostages yet. So, yeah, so almost everybody is bred. There's a couple that aren't. Even the goats, my fainting goats are pregnant. Muffin and Ava are pregnant. I don't know to who, though. That's the better question. I don't know if our miniature silky fainting goat impregnated them, or if the Angora buck, after I moved everybody here, got them pregnant. So I'm a little nervous about that. But that means here in about, you guys I think have 25 days left. Yeah. If I count back to when everything happened. There's like 25 days left until the Callies go. Then the Hog Island flock should go. And then Dwayne's Carrie Hill should go. And then I have like a week off. And then the rest of the big flock will go. Now they're fighting over love. Hi, Macy. Ooh, I have a Cheviot contender for trying to be friends. Oh, that's Darla. You don't count. You don't count. You don't count. Darla doesn't count. But, what are they doing, Pepper? Where's everybody going? Everybody leaving? Okay, bye. And goats are gonna goat like normal. So, there's gonna be a lot of lambing videos, I feel like. A lot of lambing videos. But I think, against my better judgment, I'm gonna take my sick California Red home and put her in the bathtub for the night. It's gonna get way too cold and she's already chilled. And I don't want to lose them. I know that's a dumb thing to say and it should be farmer brain, but I'm gonna take my sheep inside and get it healthy. So, be prepared for my divorce announcement, I guess. My Band-Aid fell off while I was doing water. But it's still clean. We're good. We're good. So, I'm gonna take my sheep home, put it in the bathroom, and hope for the best. And can you guys see this thing's belly? I mean, I'm just laying on the ground in the barn. It's fine. Oh, I can't get it. Look at that belly. Like, geez, oh Pete. Sneeze. They'll fall out. They're gonna fall out. Like, you're driving me insane. I'm gonna get up. Look at that belly. I mean, not a care in the world for her. But look at the size of that belly. Look at it. Boom, boom, boom. She can't even walk right. But anyway, I also have cameras. Like, you guys have heard me talk about rolling over and looking at the cameras. So, I have a camera there that watches this pen. There's another camera around here somewhere. There's a camera right there that looks down this way so I can see if anybody's doing anything dumb over here by the feed run. I have a camera here that kind of sees the general population there. Hi guys, we doing? I have one right there that I can check on lammies and make sure they're not doing anything super dumb. I also hooked them up with a heat lamp since it's going to get so cold, so they have a warm spot to lay down. Look at him nibbling grass. Yeah. So flippin' cute, it's ridiculous. Anyway, and then there is one more down here, right there, that watches this back corner. So I can see almost all of the barn while I'm laying in bed. What you guys doing? Everybody's just nibbling on stuff, stretching their legs. But anyway, I'm gonna go move stuff on my back seat in the car and put a sick sheep in there. I have a feeling that I should say something about so God made a farmer and I know what's going to happen and I'm not gonna be upset if it happens, but we're gonna pretend like I've never heard that phrase before and we're gonna hope real hard, okay? So, bear with me. I'll meet you guys in the car. So one of the finer points of working at a veterinary clinic is I can call in with stupid requests. Like, hey, can you guys put a bag of sub-Q fluids in some hot water? Like really hot water for maybe like 20 minutes to 30 minutes, because that's how far my ETA is, because I have a sick sheep and it's one of my sheep, so I'm gonna be extra about it because I can. So me and Betty are headed to the vet's office to go get some fluids and some more calcium, and we'll see what happens.